Hello and welcome to Babysteps in Movavi Video Suite 2025, Part 8, the effects and how to use them. I'm Tony at Tony's Tutorials and we're on version 3.1.1 of Movavi Video Suite 2025. Right, so I'm talking about the effects on the video editor, so let's go there. So we've got to launch the video editor first. Right, and we need to add some graphics or a video or something to them. Right, so let's just add some sample videos first. I might just use the same one. If I use the cloud one, you can see some things with the cloud one. Maybe that one will be alright. Duplicate that a few times, like so. We can show you like that. Just do that. Right, so I've just added some cloud videos so we can use it for the filters and the different things that we're going to use it for. Right, so to find where the effects are, we go to the plus sign, we count that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it's like a diamond shape with a little diamond shape beneath to the left of it, lower left of it. Right, and you click on that with the left mouse button and it brings you to the filters. Right, now I won't do the feature because at the end of the day they're in the rest of them, so I'm just going to start with adjustments first. Right, so the first one is like fisheye magnify, so I'm going to put that one on there. All I'm doing is left clicking on them and dragging them to the ones I want them to go, and this one flip, and this one flip a different way, and then we'll do kaleidoscope. Right, so we've got different things there. Let's just play the first one. That's the fisheye, big fisheye. Right, so we've got that, and then we're going to play the little fisheye one, which is the reduced one. Okay, that'll be the next one coming up in a sec. You can see that one's very smaller in comparison. Now we're going to try the next effect, which is flip. Yeah, so it's flipped from the left to the right. That worked pretty well. And this one is flipped top to bottom. Right, and the next one is going to be kaleidoscope, and that's just coming in from 4 corners. Yeah, that's pretty good. Right, so let's start off with the first one, and what we're going to do is going to click on the FX one, which is in the corner after we put the effect on. Right, that will bring up the properties of the effect, and you can reduce it like so, and as you can see it's reducing. When it gets to 0 there's no effect, so say 50, somewhere around there is a little bit of effect, so like that. So you can still see the effect, but it's much less of the effect. Right, if you want to take it off, say you got it on 100 and you want to take it off to see how it looks without it and put it back on, you can do that. Or if you want to clear the effect completely off it without any comebacks on it, you can do the X button. Right, so that means if you wanted an effect on it, then you'd have to go back and pick one up, like the mirror, for example, like that. Right, so we've got the mirror effect on there now, like that, and we can click on there and see the mirror effect. You've got no ability to alter that at all. So there you go. So that's just how it goes, and that's that. Right, so you got a straight mirror effect on that one, so that would be it. Next one, let's try the other one here. Let's click on that one. Obviously the fisheye reduce has got the same kind of effect as the other. When it gets to the end, that's normal because it's on 0, and then it brings it that way and it'll make it different like that. As you can see, it's going the other way instead of coming out like the other fisheye. Right, so that's the one's convex and the other's concave, I think. That's what it is called, I think, offhand. and this one is just going in reverse, so there's no adjustments available on the setting there, only to just take it off. Let's just take these two off then. Now I've looked at them. Right, the next one is a flip the other way. Obviously that will have nothing on it either, we just get rid of that. This one has got nothing on it either, so you can't adjust them at all. You've got to have them as they are, right? But they're okay then, that's fine, right? So that's that one. Let's go on to the next set, which is artistic. And we've got different types here. We've got the brush, so we'll put the brush on that one. And we go to colour, let's try colour mix, that one, we'll do that one. And then we do film strip, we'll do that one, 4x4 film strip. And we do half tone blue, like that. And then we go to sketch down there, we'll put the sketch on that. Oh, I even took that off there. Get rid of the kaleidoscope before, and then go back onto sketch. Let's put the sketch on there. Alright, so let's have a look. See from the beginning, let's play it and just have a look, see what we've got. As you can see, that sketch is coming down like that. From blue, from the grey to blue. Right, so it's changed the colour from blue, so that it sketches it on. Right. Next one is a change of colour completely of the whole thing, so it's like a filter of the colour. Right. This one, oh, it's like a load of 4x4 set of pictures of the same video, so it's doing it 4 times, and the others are doing more, obviously. And that one gives it a blue tone completely. We look like a screen on it. This one completely different entirely. So we'll have a look at the properties for each one of these. You've got a saturation brush there to see how much you can saturate it. As you can see, the grey colour is changing as you change that. So if you don't want it at all, it goes right to 0. You can have it a bit, so it just changes tone a little bit on the colour there, or you can have it all the way to grey. Right, so that's what that one does, and that's just the brush one. Gives you the saturation of that. You can take that one off. Next one, we'll get to this one. Right, filter colour mix blue. Right, so we'll just take that off a bit and see how that changes it. And let's just have a look across that one while it does it a bit. It's still got a bit of a tinge of colour in, but it ain't as much when I've took it down to 32. Let's just have a look at this original. Yeah, you can see, yeah? See the difference, yeah? So it can be subtle if you change it, or it can be a lot like that. And that's a lot of difference in it. It looks yellow, the difference does, in comparison to what it was. Right, so that's just the hue of that one being changed, obviously. We can get rid of that. Next one, this is just making it into blocks of 4x4. Right, so there's no actual ability to edit it in any way there on that. It doesn't allow it, so we can just click off that one. This one, it has a half tone blue colour, and you can change it according to what you want. If you want to get it to get darker or completely off, near enough. It's still got the darkness on it, but it's got none of the hazing on it. Right, so you can have it really bad or just a little bit. Right, okay, so that's that one. The effects on this one, you can change the sketch effect, but it'll still stay white, but with a darker colour as it's going until it gets to black, of course, obviously. but it still look white, so you ain't got no blue on it at all the way through there. So you can change it like that. Right, that's all you can do with that one. Let's get on to the next. The blur. You got loads of different kinds of blurs. You got the intense blur there. You got the mild blur. We do a Boku blur, and let's try a diffuse blur, and we'll try a tilt shift blur. Right, and we'll have a look at them. So start from the beginning and look at the different blurs. That's quite intense blur on that one. And you got now sharp edges at all on that. Mind you don't, I'm really on close here. This one you can see slightly less, and you can see a few lines here and there, but there ain't many. You can see some on that. Alright, let's go over here. That one's similar to number 2. I think it's slightly softer. And the next one, oh, this is fuzzy, and in the diffuse, well, it will be, won't it? Right, that's quite diffused, that one. And then the next one, oh yeah, it's softer at the top. It was tilt shift at the bottom, so the bottom's normal and the top is just blurred there. Right, that makes sense. Okay, so let's just check the effects properties. Okay, the intense has got a property change there, so you can change it. We can make it really blurred. Oh, that's too blurred, isn't it? So you can get it back to nothing again, so it isn't blurred at all, or you can make it really intensely blurred. Up to 32 is really blurred, and then it goes to nothing at 100. It's sort of like totally blurred. You can't see what it is at all. So let's take that one off. Let's get to the next one, which is the mild one. Let's see how bad that one could get. Yeah, it can get quite bad as well. Well, it ain't as bad as the other one, obviously, but I mean, there it's completely clear, and it just starts going bad at 20-ish. Yeah. So that's that one. So these both have a bit of adjustment on them. Let's try the Boku. The Boku one. That's going to be okay. It's going to show you some change there. Subtle changes between it being normal and then slowly making it worse. So it's full blurred. So you can adjust that one quite well, really. That's pretty good. I mean, the blurriness on that isn't that bad, to be honest. But it's good for you can have a subtle blurriness on it, right? Then the diffuse, I've got to see how this one changes. Obviously, it's going to be less as you go down. Doesn't see that much less though, does it? That's the end where it's back to normal. Then you can just add a bit of blurriness if you wanted to. That would be okay, I suppose. If you say you was looking through a glass window which has got a bit of frosting on it, you could do that, couldn't you? As if it was like that. And then that would look reasonable then. Say, oh, I've got a frosted glass in front of me or something. So that one would look alright there. So you could use that. And this FX, let's have a look. It's tilt shift at the bottom and see what that does. See if it makes it higher or lower or whatever. Oh, it's just making that more blurred at the top. Obviously, it's like there is the line there. You can see it there. Where it stops. It's like having a kind of mask there, really. And the top part is just a sheet of glass, maybe. So you could have glass there. There are the glass panes. Frosted at the top. Now you could do that, right? That's cool. Let's go to the next effect, which is the color filters. And let's try the first one, obviously, and we'll go somewhere at the back like the Cezanne. Now try the Dali. Let's try the Gauguin and Rubens down here. Let's try them. Let's just have a look at them and see what happens from the start. Let's go back to the beginning. So that one looks like black and white sort of thing, as you can expect. Go to the next one. That one's got a little bit of colour in it there. Looks a bit more sharp than it would have normally. Let's just have a look at that with. I just want to look at the effect on that one. See what it looks like before and after. See, looks more sharper like that to me. It makes it look better actually. I like that one. That's the second effect, right? Pretty good. Let's go on to the third one. Oh yeah, you can tell what that one's doing there quite easily. And this one is also looks like there's a storm brewing on that one, right? And this one, yeah, that one looks pretty cool too. As you can see, they've all got these different filters, and it just takes down the amount of the effect. You can see that's very subtle on that one. That's pretty good. Let's try this one. And look at how we can adjust the effect there. Yeah. Like yellowy orange colour coming into it there. That one. Oh, just that way. I nearly forgot then what I was doing and deleted the actual video instead of the thing. You can see the difference in the adjustments there. Right, so that's like a green tinge added to it along the sides there. You see this effect, that just slowly changes from light blue to a darker blue and darker colours, which is like hotness from this angle here. It seems like to me, yeah, like as if the sun's irradiating in this area, yeah, or something like that, like a glowness here, yeah. Right, and this one obviously is grey and white, and if I take that up down, it slowly goes to blue and the natural colour that it was. Yeah. Now it's just taking off the back mainly, but it's also taking off the darkness around the clouds as well. If you have a look. Okay, that's pretty cool. Okay, let's go on to the next ones, which are flying objects. You got loads of different flying objects here. You can have these heart shapes, which you might need for something. Snow and stars. Right, so we'll do them. Right, so let's just have a look. Feathers for autumn. Leaves for autumn. I'm going balmy lately, I'm sorry. Right, so that's that one. And there's the hearts for Valentine's Day, so that's pretty cool. Next one, a birthday presents, or Christmas maybe. And you got the next one, which is for winter itself. Yeah. And the next one, stars. Say if somebody's achieved something nice, you could use that one, right? So we'll have a look at the actual settings for them, or the properties. Autumn leaves, let's see what it does. fades them out, so it's basically using the opacity on the actual thing. Right, that's that one. Let's try that one as well. I'm sure these are all be the same sort of thing. Yeah, removal of opacity. Right, so the opacity is 100% there and it goes down to nothing. Right, and that one, I think that will be the same as well. Yep, and so will that one. Yeah, okay, that's pretty quick doing that. Right, so we've looked at them so far. Let's get to the light leaks now and let's see what happens with these. Right, and lens flare 1, we'll do that one. We get to light leak 2, and we get to this one, light leak 9. All I'm doing is left clicking and dragging them. Then we've got some more here, so that one, then do the last one. Right, let's just play it and see what happens. See what difference you got. You got a little bit of light going across that way. And you can see that. I can see it. Just a light going across that way. Next one, yeah, it's down there. You can see there, going down this angle. And then this one, yeah, you're getting that across there again. This one is coming from the top. Okay, and that one's coming from the bottom. Right, so they're all pretty nice, but let's just check their properties again. So the lens there is on 100, so we'll just change it down. You can't see it because it's not on at the time. Where is it? Oh, there it is. It's there. Yeah, you can see it. Let's just change that, and that's just removing it. It's just like taking off the opacity basically for that one. Let's try this one. Let's see what happens with that. It's just removing opacity on it. Looks on it. And this one, you can't see it on there, can you? Video there. Let's have a look at that. From there, yeah, it's just removing it, removing the opacity on that one. There we go. We'll try that one. Yeah, it's just removing opacity of that one. And that one does the same, I should imagine. Yeah, exactly. Right, so all them are just have one property, which is removing opacity of them as well. The mosaics, let's just have a look at the glass mosaic. That looks interesting. Can do this one here. Pixels there, and pixels small. Maybe mosaic small as well. Right, so let's just have a look through them. I might have done that one twice, so it don't matter. We'll just have a look. And you can see there. You can see that looks like it's there. Oh, that was the last one. Let's go back to the beginning. Sorry, that's the big one. Right, so that looks like the glass mosaic there. That looks pretty cool. Right, next one. Let's go on to the next one. Oh yeah, it's the mosaic large. That looks like it's a liquid or something flying over it. Here you can't see anything. The mosaic medium, I think that is. And this one is a small one, mosaic small, and that one's pixels, I think. Let's have a look. Let's see what that one is. No, it's a mosaic small. That one's a mosaic small. That one's pixels, I think. Yeah. Well, while we're on this one, we might as well just check what the properties are for this one. Yeah, it just reduces it, the amount of effect it has. Okay. So it's 100% in the main, so that's okay. Now we get to this one, which is pixels small. Yeah, which is what I thought it was eventually. And it'll just reduce the pixelation so that it gets to nothing. There you go, reduction of pixelation. This one filter pixels large, and we can reduce that and it'll come down and make them pixels smaller. Now you can actually adjust this one quite well. Right, so there you go. If you do that, you can pixelate it a little bit. Now that's pretty good, that one. And the next one, mosaic medium. That one can be changed quite well as well. I don't know what you'd use it for, but you can adjust it a lot there. So you could go from here and just go to bring in a character from somewhere. You know, you could use that for suddenly getting a character to appear properly. Oops, I've done that again, ain't I? Never mind, it don't matter. And this one, let's have a look at the adjustment on this one, see what happens with this one. Oh, it's smoothing that out there, so you could have it smooth a lot. That's pretty cool, because that does affect the picture completely with the way it is now to what it was before. You know what I mean? Because there you got the spaces in between, like that. That's a difference, so it does make a difference up to there. Get to that point, just there. That makes it look different, but it looks closer to the original. They could say that was wire neck curtain or something like that. We could say it was just the looking through some wire there, even though it is more of a glass effect. You could pretend that was wire, couldn't you? I suppose. Right. Okay, let's get on to the next bit, because obviously there ain't a lot we can do with the effects. I'm just showing you what properties each effect has got. I've only got a few more to do and we'll be done then with the effects and with the filters, I mean. So we'll go broken lens there. We'll do that one, I suppose. That one colour high, and we'll get to tube high there. We'll do that. Right, let's just play them quickly. Well, that was interesting glitch there, effect. Like a broken lens, as it says. That's interesting. And the next one is like a very fuzzy distortion there. Next one, I can't see any difference with that one. Maybe I'll have to check that one. Oh, that one ain't got nothing on it, that's why. I missed that one. That was funny. It didn't actually go on, so that was tube high. So what was that one I wanted? So it was, that one was filter broken lens. That was noise BW, so that's the noise on it, yeah. Noise BW. That one was supposed to be colour, and it just didn't go on. So let's have a look at that one. Yeah, it just looks more like noise. Yeah, it's got noise with colour. So the colour's a bit different there. Yeah, it's got some colours on it. Not much. I can't tell the difference that much, but let's just see. Yeah, that's the best way to check it. Like the colour noise. Oh, you got the red, the blue, and the green there. Look, on red, blue, and yellow colours on it. Yeah, I see that now. And that one has got like an area around it, and you can see a TV around the outside part, like a viewing area. Right, that's what it looks like there. Right, let's just check the actual things, the properties for each one. Oh yeah, you can see that difference slightly. Let's put it like that and go over there like that. See how much I've changed it with that. And when I do this, it reduces it completely in no time. get to that there. Oop, I need to get the distortion. I can get onto the distortion part. It's easier for you to see what's happening. It's hard to get on the distortion parts, that's the problem. There you go, let's go to that distortion there and see. Automatically changes straight away there. But as you can see, it does make a difference from it being high to being low. The distortion is there, you can see it ain't as much. So that's that one. Let's just cut that one off and go on to the next one. You can see, let's see that, oh, that's magnified the noise on there. And that's less noise, so if you only wanted a little bit of noise, that would be ideal for that. Okay, the effects on that one, let's just check that. That's just going to be the noise effect again as well, I think. Yeah, it is. Obviously you can see more of the colours on that one, because the other one was just black and white, and this one's coloured noise. Yeah, and this one, let's see what effect is on this. Whether yeah, it makes it more of a darkness around the outside, so you got less of an actual viewing area, because that's where the end of the screen is for the TV. So that's a good effect, really. You know, that's what the old TVs used to have like that. So okay, so that's that one. Retro. So we'll have a look at these. There's that one. That one. Old movies. Pop art. We'll do them for now. Right, so let's start with that. That's more like a glitch like you had in the last one. Similar to that anyway, it ain't far away, is it? It's just slightly different. And then the next one. Oh, it's probably quite good. It's a grade colouring. One with a glitch going upwards like that. Next one. I can't see what that one is. This is definitely on, isn't it? Yeah. It does change the colour slightly, I think. Let's just take that off and see. Yeah, just to change the colour a little bit. That has not much of a difference, that one. But do that one again. There's no glitch distortion on that one. And this one, as you can see, is completely different. It's usually 4 different scenarios for the clouds going across. Okay, right, so let's just get to the properties for each one. Let's do the first one, which is the glitchiness effect on that one. Right. Well, let me stop at a glitchy part. Trouble. Let's do it there. We're fine. It's moved again. Oh, there we go. Right, so just look at that. Go and do it. It won't let you. So I'll just have to change it and try it. As you can see, that's quite a lot more. Right. I'll do it on this one and knock it down. It's going to be less. It's not as intense. It's still quite a bit, but it's not as intense. Whereas if I'd done it like this, it'd be more intense. A bit faster as well. Right. So on this one, I'm just going to change that. Let's knock that down first. Get rid of that. Do that. And now change that one. It gets back to more normal colour. I just change the colour back from what it is and reduces the amount of distortion as well. Right, that's what that one does. Right, so click that one off. This effect, let's have a look. Yeah, it's just making it lighter. It's just adding a bit of sepia colour to it. That's what it's doing on that one. And this one, Let's see what the filter does on this one. Take that off. It's adjusting that a little bit so it ain't showing the picture at all then. And that's showing the picture. So there you go. You can barely see the picture there. So what you could do is you could slowly edge this in to add the picture from the colours. Right, that's what you could do. Possible to do that. Right. Next, let's go on to the next couple. There's two more. There's the smart one. Now click on that. Click on the first one, coloured sketch. Honeycomb. Pencil. Shattered glass wood then first. We'll continue with the others in a bit. Alright, so that's the coloured sketch one. That's pretty cool. And you got the honeycomb one. That's cool as well. Then you've got the pencil sketch, which looks reasonably good. And there is the shattered glass effect. Alright, so what we're going to do is look at the properties for each one of these. And let's see what it does. Can't see any difference there, can you? Let's just go backwards. Okay. Can't see any difference there with that one. Ain't making any difference, so let's take it off and put it back on. And I don't see it making any difference, that one. I don't know why it ain't making any difference. Except when it gets to the end, it ain't even doing that. It doesn't seem to be working at all, that one. So that's weird. Oh yeah, I can see just a slight difference here. If you have a look slowly, you can see it. Yeah. It's very subtle, but it's the amount of spots in here are changing. From 0 to 100. It's taking them off when you get to 100. It's putting them on when you get to 0. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah? Okay, so that's that one. This one, we'll have a look at the effects on this and what happens to these. Now, it spreads them out more and takes them in more. Right? Makes them smaller as well. As you go down to 0, it makes the honeycomb smaller. As you bring them out, it brings them forward towards you more. Makes the honeycomb bigger. Right? This one, what's this one doing? It's on 0 at the minute, but if we do that, it adds more. Makes the line smaller and going into the middle of it to make it tighter in like that. That could be useful for some stuff. That looks like a lot of countries now in the local world, doesn't it? There. You wouldn't have thought it was clouds, would you? From that. So that's funny. Right, next one, the glass one. That's on 80% already, so let's take it up. And it's just changing it around to different ways of having glass on there. Till it gets to the bottom, which will probably be... No, it's still quite strong. There's quite a lot of different glass features on there. You can have it different ways. That's just changing it round, I think, in some way or other. Might be going round in circles, I don't know, but it seems to be changing it a bit. Okay. Right, so that's that one. That's the adjustment for that one. The last one, I think, is vinaigrettes there. These are all the filters that I'm doing here. And that's a vinaigrette 1, vinaigrette 3, vinaigrette 6, and we'll do number 9. Right, so we'll have a look at them, see what they're doing. And let's just play them first. You can see there's a little line going around it. There. Okay. This one, it's like a orangey red colour round of the vinaigrette there. This one, you can only just barely see it. There's a small amount of darkness on the corners. And this one, that you can see that one's quite easily seeable, and it's coming in slowly. Yeah, slightly there. Okay. Right, so let's just check them out with the properties. You can't see what's happening with that one. Oh, okay, it's reducing it back out from the inside to out on that one. And then this one, let's try this one now, and that's reducing that as well. That's just reducing from the inside outwards. And this one as well, I bet that'll do the same. Yeah, it's just reducing it back from the middle outwards. And this one, let's try that one. Yeah, it's just reducing out. Okay, that's all the filters. We try the overlays as well, I think, and check them. Now let's just check the overlays. I'm not going to bother with the LUTs because the LUTs are pretty simple. These ones are more interesting. You've got abstract ones here. You just left click and drag them on like so. Right, so here we go. You add them to your thingy, simple as that. You just drag them on to the video, onto the timeline, easy. You see that one's coming up like a pinkish colour. There, the next one, bringing up smoke from the bottom. That's useful. And there, so if you wanted to do a smoky scene or a fog or something, you could do that. And there's like the light shining, say God's bringing something down or something like that, you know. Or it could be an alien ship about to descend or transport somebody down or something like that. You could do that. That's possible with them. Right, so let's just check the first one, the effect. You get coloured smoke, and it gives you linear dodge as well, so you can change the dodge from linear to colour burn, say, or colour dodge, darken. Any of these, just change them. But clicking left click on there, left click on the one you want. Lighten, like that. Back to the normal. Multiply. That sounds amazing, eh? There's a lot of things you can do with that. Then you can also change the way it looks, how the intensity of it, of the image, whatever image it is that's on there, which is the coloured smoke. Right, you got the coloured smoke on there, and that's quite intense with the multiply on there. So you can change the hard light, and that looks quite interesting. You could have like a hell scene, and you could do that with that, and then change it to light after when you come out of there. Right, could do that, something like that. That's that one. Next one, we got another one here with the blending mode, normal, colour burn. So there you go, look at that now, that looks looking amazing, that is, with the colour burn on it. Right, and you can have darken on that one, or difference. Right, so you've got a different colour now, completely. So you could have different chemicals causing that, like probably sulfur nitrate or something like that on that, causing that. And that one is very different, the excluding a little bit of stuff. The hard light is pretty good. There you go. And linear dodge is pretty good. it changes it to a white puppy smoke, really. So that'd be useful for that. Okay, let's just get back onto the one it was on, which was Dodgebody, I think. Colour Dodge, that one. Alright, so no, that wasn't the one. Was it normal, wasn't it? It was normal, yeah, that's right. That one was on normal. I say it wasn't originally. Right, let's just get rid of that one now. Let's go on to the next one. And obviously this has got the same sort of things. So you got your normal, your colour burn. That will make that one look a bit better. I think the colour burn's pretty good. Yeah. And then you got colour dodge, which is makes it all white. Okay. Then you got darken there, so that would be okay. Now you can use all these and just keep doing that, just swapping them and having a look through. As you can see, that takes it off, you know, slowly reduces it to nothing. So it's using the opacity, really, I think, probably. Then the next one, the effect here, you got colour dodge on that, colour burn, try that. So it's the colour burns on everything else. So let's just play that a minute and just see how it looks. The colour burns actually on the clouds rather than on the actual effect there. Right, as you can see, and then you can change it to colour dodge. Let's try hard light. Can't see nothing with that. Linear dodge. That looks like normal, more or less. Okay. Overlay. There you go. That looks a bit different, doesn't it? We can do that as well. But that just shows you how many different effects you can have on it. So let's get on with the next bit. So back on there. And that was the abstract overlays. There are some others here. So you just carry on just looking at them, because obviously I ain't going to have time to do all of them, but I'll show you some basic ones here. Blurred blinds, footage, glitch, neon flashes, right? I'm trying to put them all on. I'm trying to put as many on as I can do, but it's already took nearly an hour, so I'm going to have to stop in a minute once I've done these for you. Maybe do another one or two, but not many more, because obviously they more or less do the same sort of things, and they have the same sort of different applications and uses, right? You can see that's pretty cool. I like that one as well, and that one, and they're pretty good. So let's get back to the beginning one, and let's see what happens with this one. You click on the FX one with the left mouse button again, and you can see blurred blinds. Let's just take it down, see what's happening, and it's the opacity is being removed, right? That's got overlay on at the moment, so if we had colour burn, we change the look, yeah, that would take that off. Darken, like that, it would change it completely. Difference, yeah, that changes it as well. A lot of different ways to change this with these blending modes. You could linear dodge, oh, and that's just white, whatever, but you can see it, so that'd be unusual. And you got multiply, and that looks okay, so you could use that. It was on overlay screen, and it just makes it look a little bit lighter. The screen on, and the soft light. So there we go, soft light. There you go. Makes it a little bit more subtle. And the original was overlay on that one. As you can see, it looks pretty good. Let's just get rid of that one. Next one, FX1, and let's just see what happens when you take that down. Obviously it's just the opacity takes it off. Overlay, and we can change it to colour burn, and that looks a completely different story there. you could say there's something during the war or something, and you could see that you could have the aeroplane flying above there, right, or something like that. You could do something like that with that. Color dodge brings it brighter. Difference, that's completely different, isn't it? Look at that. That could be a future war or something, which we don't want, if possible. Anyway, and there, that makes it totally different again. Right, alien area, right, could be lighten and linear dodge, and it looks very sunny. So the sunshine was blazing through there. So that's pretty good. Anyway, let's get rid of that one now. I'm going to the next one. Next one, this one will just disappear, I think, like that. Yeah. And then you can change the dodge to colour burn again. That would look completely different to what it did originally. Look at that. Can't even tell what that is. Can't even tell the clouds, can you? Right. Difference. Try that one. That one looks more like what it was originally, but still looks like somebody put crayon on it. Go to linear dodge, and that was the original, I think. Yeah, I believe that was the original. Let's try color dodge. That's similar to the original. Okay, and screen, and just takes it up a little bit, makes it a bit less, and you take that down and it'll get rid of it. Okay, so these are all similar when you do changing the properties of them. It depends on what you change and what blending mode you use, because the colour burns pretty erratic compared to the others. It's pretty strong, and it makes a complete difference to the video. And if you take it off like that, it goes back to the normal. But some of them are very subtle differences, you know, so you can see that one's quite a difference there. Yeah, but some of them can be very light differences, like that one. Hardly noticeable difference, but it is a difference, right? But you never know, you might need to use them for that particular reason. You might need a subtle difference, and that's what it's all about, really. So that's normal. Let's try the normal on there, and you can't even see anything on there. That's crazy. So let's just take that off there and do it that way. So as I change that one, you can see the background now, right? But if it was on 100%, you wouldn't see the background at all. That completely covers it with the normal, which is unusual, really. So let's go back to overlay like that and try that one. Yeah, that would work like that. Okay, so that's them. There's so many more of these to use and check out. There's a ton here, like you got cinematic, gaming and that, and you can check them out. And obviously you got things here which are completely different to what I've looked at, but can't look at all of them. I haven't got the time because there's too many to look at, but I've showed you how to look at them, how to look at the properties and how to adjust them and get what you want out of it, basically. So enjoy looking at all these effects and try and show me what effects you've used and how you've made a certain video. That would be interesting for me to watch. And please do like and subscribe to Tony's Tutorials. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I've enjoyed making it for you, and I really hope you have a great day. Thank you. Bye bye.